pending convention, and on behalf of the NEC, pending NEC. I think they will work it out. It's an intra-NWC discussion, and they're not telling outsiders what they disagree about. But I think they made a decision, and they will work it out.
You know the fears of a lot of parties, because your part, the PDP, seems to be in some kind of disarray, and they agree that they are in some kind of crisis, and they have called on the likes of Bukola Saraki to say, come rescue the party, let's reconcile the party, let's resolve some of the issues. And those who are gravitating towards your party, SDP, it looks like the new bride. Nasir El-Rufai has seen that and thought that, oh, SDP is a party that to use. There are those who are also thinking that maybe Atiku Abubakar is going to use your platform. And although which brings the big question whether or not your place, whether you'll be able to get the ticket of the party for the next election on that platform. So there are now accusations that maybe the kind of disease in the malaria that we're seeing affecting the PDP is going to affect your party. There are those who are already prospecting to say the opposition is in danger, and that there isn't going to be any political voice of dissent in this country, and there are forces that are bringing down opposition. Those are the fears that people have when they hear that this kind of crisis are brewing.
No, let's get something clear. Many people, or some people who have been in politics for a while, may not be used to internal democracy. We in the SDP were used to it. If 11 people meet, 12 people meet, and they are tasked with a constitutional duty, and they want to decide it, majority of that body will decide it. We are not something strange to us. And if someone maybe doesn't like that decision, you're a member of that body, you can complain. It's a party that is free. So we don't have any crisis. As for those who want to join us, everyone is welcome to join us. And I have zero anxiety regarding what will happen at the convention. I intend to run, and I believe that the party will choose the best of whoever contests at that time. So I'm not personally worried about that. But I don't want you to assume that what is happening in PDP or elsewhere is happening to us. We are a democratic party. We don't have like a godfather.
PDP is People's Democratic Party. Are they not democratic?
They left the people behind, and they are not democratic at all. That's why they are in this trouble. There's more of a People's Gubernatorial Party, because governors control them. In the SDP, members are equal. When you go to NWC, national chairman and the national secretary or other person, they are equal members. When you go to NEC...
Maybe because you are not in power.
But we're in power in some places where we are responsible about it. But power is not in one person. Power is in the constitution of the party. So I don't dabble into party affairs because I am not a party functionary. I'm just a member, a leader in the party, and a member who has his own ambitions and aspirations. However, I just want to assure the public and those who genuinely want to join us that we are used to this democratic system of decision making. So if you have 11 NWC members decide an issue, 7 voted one way, 4 or 3 voted the other way, that doesn't mean a crisis. And the people are still coming to work. They're working together. They go to each other's houses to have dinner.
What is the back channel forces? There are those who feel that SDP could follow the same fate.
I can tell you that it's impossible. The party is highly united. The people are enlightened, and the interest of the public is what governs all of us. I know Shehu Gaban very well. He loves the party.
It cannot be compromised.
No. He loves the party. And Dr. Gloy has spent almost all his retirement life, which he should have used to enjoy his life, after being road safety, Commercial General, after being minister many times, e-governance and many things, university lecturer. He should have been in Ibadan or Ondo State somewhere enjoying, or overseas. He loves the party. So nobody in SDP loves the ambition more than he loves the party. I personally, for example, I love the president of Nigeria, but I love the party a lot. And
but would you be stepping down for Atiku Abubakar, for example?
No, I will not. And he has not said anybody should step down.
But there are talks that there are those of his friends who are already gravitating. You've seen meeting with Nasir El-Rufai, Atiku Abubakar, and there also, I'm very sure that you have heard that there is a possibility of SDP being used as a platform for the opposition.
Let me say something.
If the PDP is not ready to be used as a vehicle of against the APC in the coming election.
Let me say something clearly. Neither me, Vice President Waziri, Atiku Abubakar, or any other politician can use the SDP. The SDP belongs to Nigerian people. Nobody can use it. What can happen is that people who believe now that the SDP is right and the ideologies are right can come to the party and knowing that the party is open and democratic, you want to come in there and compete because you have the best chance of competing in a system that has not been bought over by anybody. But if you just think that the SDP is something you can use, it cannot be used. What you can do is, I like the SDP, I respect this ideology, I respect the work that has been done by those who are there, I want to join and contribute. That is okay. But if someone is sitting down somewhere, he wants to use something, we are not valued to be used. But if you want to join us, you can join us. What is clear, and I must respect Atiku Abubakar, Atiku Abubakar, people are just speaking on his behalf. He knows what he wants to do. He has access to us. And we're not going to need a third party to tell us what he wants to do or all of that. When he wants to join the party, he will come to us and join the party. Until then, we don't discuss him because he appears to know what he's doing. He's highly experienced. He's been running for president for 32 years.
You see him at Nasir El-Rufai a few times, and Nasir El-Rufai is now a member of your party. Does that give you any inclination of the possibility? Because it looks like Nasir El-Rufai is leading a coalition talks. And there was a video that's gone viral about how they're planning to unseat President Bola Tinubu in 2027.
All of us.
Are you aware? Are you part of that talk?
First, all of us want to unseat President Bola Tinubu in 2027. I want to unseat him more than any other person. However, Atiku Abubakar is a Nigerian leader. He meets with various people. Some like to take photos with him and put in the media. Some want to meet him quietly. He meets hundreds of people every day. So it's not involved in any coalition led by somebody else. What I can tell you, and the SDP is led by Shehu Musa Gabam and Dr. Olu Agunloye and many of their leaders. It's not led by, he has not given me an assignment to do coalition on his behalf. He's not giving any assignment to my senior brother, El-Rufai. El-Rufai is not representing the SDP in any coalition. I am not. The SDP...
Is SDP going into a coalition?
SDP is waiting, is expressing its own understanding of how best to come together and remove this pestilence called the APC and non-performing president called Bola Ahmed Tinubu. SDP has its own plans. And we are looking at various options, and we realize that at the end of the option, you will need a political party that is viable. So we are doing house cleaning.
Is it not the reason why they are thinking of maybe they don't think that you have what it takes to defeat a Bola Tinubu and the APC? Maybe that's the reason why they are thinking, let's use the SDP, or let's come into the SDP, let's form a coalition. If they approach you, because the belief that Adebayo may not be a match for Bola Tinubu.
I don't know about that. Let Nigerian voters tell me that. But what I can tell you is that President Bola Ahmed Tinubu is not a match for the Nigerian people. So let us focus.
Are you a match for him?
If I'm back with Nigerian people, of course, we will be defeated.
Do you think you are better than him? You have better ideas than Bola Tinubu of the APC?
Well, you can compare our ideas, what I said during the campaign and what he said during the campaign. Compare the two, you will realize that it's the idea.
No, you don't think that he's on a good trajectory leading this country in the path?
It's on a good trajectory to losing the election and going back to wherever originally he came from, Lagos, and mind his business, because we have given him 2 years to put his acts together. We give him all the suggestions, all the cooperation. We have allowed him to experiment with some things that no government would get away with in the past. And he has 2 more years to put his act in order. I pray for him, I wish him well, but the way he's going, he needs more than prayers.
The PDP has said, Senator Abba Amoro said, if the PDP is going into a coalition, the PDP has to lead it. Would the SDP and yourself go into a coalition the PDP is leading?
That is a question that Shehu Gabam can answer. That's a question that Dr. Oluagule can answer. But what I know from interacting with the party leadership, party membership, the SDP is too different from the PDP for us to be led by PDP. You will recall that even our national chairman was one of those who left PDP and came to SDP. And the reasons why he left, they remain the same. The party is united under one national chairman. The party is strengthening itself. From what I know now, we have 15 NWC members, and all of them are coming together. The PDP has had 16 years to prove to Nigeria what it is, what it means, and the PDP is in power in so many states. You can see whether they are doing well or not. So what I can say generally is that the SDP wants Nigerians to give us a chance. We are not going to be under any other political party, but we welcome every contestant. The fact that I am interested in running for president has not stopped me from working with the party leadership to attract people into the party.
So working with the PDP, as far as you're concerned, is a disaster?
No, I think PDP, I don't even know whether Senator Abamoro is in leadership of PDP. He's not a national officer of PDP or anything.
He's a minority leader of a party in the Senate.
In Nigeria, he's not doing his work in the Senate. He's not showing minority leadership. He's not opposing the government policies. He's voting for almost everything APC brings before him. He was minority leader. He was there when they cleared one of their own members to become a minister under APC. So I don't think that PDP, with due respect, I don't have any personal grudge against.
Those who say politically, isn't it commonsensical that it's going to be an easy ride, isn't it, for Bola Tinubu and the APC in 2027 if the opposition don't get together? See what happened in 2014. It was Bola Tinubu that led that movement, where 4 or so political parties came together to be able to defeat the PDP that said it was going to run this country for 60 years. And then those who say APC will lead this country for 60 years if the opposition is not smart enough to come together. Perhaps that's what Nasir El-Rufai is saying, to say they're meeting in Kaduna in the night to see how they will send President Bola Tinubu back to Lagos.
Let me just say something clear. Let me say clearly. You have been in this business for a long time. How many times did you see Bola Tinubu in 2013 telling you we met in Abeokuta in the night, we met also in the day? This kind of work is not done on the pages of newspaper. It's not done in front of the media.
So what Nasir El-Rufai is doing is not...
First and foremost, from what I know, he's just another person like me. No, he's not. He has no authority of any political party to negotiate anything. In 2012, 2013, 2014, those people who were coming together leading political parties. And what is going on now is going on quietly. The leaders of the parties are meeting. The real people who have control over their political structures are meeting. It is not something that we want to discuss on the pages of newspaper, but everybody has their own style of operation. What we understand, and which is commonsensical political science, is that there must be one grand leader, challenger against President Tinubu in 2027. That person who is the candidate must carry along a large swath of the disenfranchised and unhappy Nigerians. Now, politicians have many ideas about how to arrive there. The SDP is talking to people outside our party, and I think we are making a lot of progress. But what you might be reporting and the personal travels of different people is not what is going on. What is going on is discussion along ideology, methodology, and accommodation. And when that time is right, what we are doing must be a surprise to the government in power. So it's not a...
So there is a solid planning to unseat Bola Tinubu?
So clearly, but it's not the one about... It's not a series of collage of pictures of course calls, where somebody pays cost somebody.
So it's happening underground.
Yeah, or meet somebody...
The talks are going on underground.
Exactly.
A lot of Nigerians are not aware of
it. Yes, or you meet somebody at the airport, you take photos together and say, yes, coalition. That is not infantile like that. It is something that is deep, because in addition to having a genuine grouse on behalf of Nigerian people against the non-performing government of President Bola Tinubu APC, even we who are in the opposition have differences, and we must work out those differences first. before we can go and challenge the person who is now there. But if we don't work out our differences first, clearly, we'll later discover in the middle of the struggle that we are incongruous.
So some of this, it looks to me that there are some nocturnal, some quiet, secret...
serious discussion that is not on the
so
page of
APC and Bola Tinubu should be worried.
Well, they should be worried first about not serving Nigerian well. They shouldn't be too worried about losing the election. They should be worried about disappointing the people. The office of president is not a monarchy.
With Bola Tinubu's political sagacity.
His political sagacity should be translated to the welfare of Nigerian people first. You see, all this sagacity, all this you are talking about, it is when you are looking for power. You are looking for power to serve the people. This is not a movie. People are dying of hunger. There's insecurity. Every time you read the news, I see your face. You feel sad because you want good news. You want good news when you are reading the news. You don't want people are being killed, the terrorists in Hong, all these things. You don't want that. So if you have sagacity, use the sagacity to run the lives of Nigerians.
Is Peter Obi part of this conversation that you're having?
I don't think he wants anybody to be talking about what he's doing because he appears to have he has more discipline than some other people. So you don't see him, he goes away. But Peter Obi goes quietly, he has meetings with people, he doesn't expose it to the media. He's a highly disciplined person, he knows what he's doing, he has his own plan.
Would you be able to work with him?
Well, I'm working with anybody who loves Nigeria.
Would you be able to step down for Peter?
No, he has not asked to step down for him.
Would
for
you?
Me,
for the interest of Nigeria?
Maybe because you should ask him if he wants to step down for me or step down for him. That will come later. But from what I see, I like what he's doing. He hasn't said he doesn't like what I'm doing. He's serious-minded. He's having meaningful discussion, quiet discussion, honorable discussion. Not that I have a discussion with you and I go to on TikTok and start putting in there and then you say, oh, who is this person?
Oh, yeah. So, whatever you are saying now,
yes,
the defections are saying something different.
Which is that?
If you're saying that the APC and Bola Tinubu government has failed or have failed Nigerians,
yes.
But there are a lot of people who are moving into the APC from the PDP and some other Labour Party. They are moving into the APC. And it gives a sense that there's something good going on in the APC where everybody wants to be part of. Are you also planning to go there?
Which people are moving to APC?
In Delta State, it was the whole state that moved, a structure of the PDP that moved into the APC.
The Delta people haven't moved. The suspects have moved. So, and they know what they are doing. You see, if they are making it easier for the Nigerian people to identify where their problems are. What I see is that the people who are mismanaging the affairs of this country, they are in different political parties, but for some reason, to make it easier for Nigeria to identify them, all of them are now lining up in the same, you know how we do it in criminology where you have identification parade. So all of them are in criminology where you have identification parade. So all of them are going to APC so that it can be easy for Nigerian people to know that if you are part of a government as you are oppressing the people for the past 10 years, it is better for us to have all of them move towards APC instead of pretending to be in the opposition. In fact, some of the people who are moving from APC to SDP, for example, other places, we have been advised to watch out for them, whether they are Trojan horses, whether they actually haven't left the APC. They're just coming to come and cause confusion on our side. So we are happier to have the people who have been poorly performing, mismanaging resources, who are not accountable for trillions of naira and wasting the time of Nigerian people. Let them move to APC so that when we are campaigning, we don't have to be confused. We just point to them where they are there. But what is most important is that the opposition is talking seriously. It's talking the way it should be done. And there are many heavy issues where we don't agree with each other, and we cannot come together to remove a government that is doing poorly if we ourselves don't agree on what we are going to do when we get there. So once that is worked out, I can tell you the people of Nigeria will be proud of the SDP and what we have brought about in 2027.
Prince Adebayo, 2023 presidential candidate of the SDP. Thanks so much indeed for that.
Thank you, and God bless Nigeria.